There we go. I'm going to talk about feminism and the women's inability to say no. Now, I'm asking myself, why can't women say no to stuff they don't want? Now, men should be able to control themselves. If I'm not to call people men, men now. I don't know. The stupid culture is going on around here is they're trying to say that men aren't men and women aren't women. Even despite the fact there's a big difference between the two, despite what people may want to believe, in there is a big difference between a man and a woman. They're not other than physiological traits. Trying to get it. Anyway, what happened to the women's ability to say no? Feminism. Okay, the biggest problem of society. Because feminism paints women as victims, the women don't feel the need to say no, or it's weakened because why say no when you can paint yourself as a victim and say, oh, it's not my fault, it's someone else's. It it's not helping women, it's hurting them. You see, what's going to end up happening is men are going to stop trying to hit on women, and it's it's not going to stop doing business with women in general, and it's going to hurt them because women want to be noticed, despite the fact that they're going around pretending that they don't. Okay. Oh my goodness, this is the sterilization of a society. Yeah, feminism is corroding society. They're acting as if women don't have any rights, or like this is the women's suffrage of 1960s, when this is not. Every woman already has rights. Women are already excelling more than men. So what are they talking about? Women don't have rights. They don't know what they're talking about. There's a bunch of lies and exaggerations and misinformation told to these women. And anybody who tries to correct such information is called a misogynist if you're a male. I don't know. And I'm seeing what they call women who try to correct them. I don't know what they call them. It's probably the same that black people do with black people grow a brain and decide to think for themselves. They talk about a rape culture. There's no rape culture. There's no patriarchy. There's no patriarchy. Feminists have pretty much coddled their own people. So much so that they can't even say no the proper way. They make policies that are so confusing that even said you can't even have intercourse with your woman without having to ask permission every freaking time. Okay, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. If they say yes the first time, why do they gotta keep asking the same question every? Oh, can I do this or could I do that? That's so stupid. Snowflakes over here. Oh my goodness, how did this society get so freaking sensitive? I don't understand it. Women, men now have to give their. Well, thank God it hasn't spread yet, but I'm seeing a future trend here. Soon, men are going to have to get written consent forms to have sex. Now, it's just going to begin. People keep if people continue to stay quiet about this nonsense, and let this keep going the way it's going down this road. This is where it's gonna go. Men are gonna have to get consent forms. She has to clearly say yes and not like give silent. Freaking the government's becoming more intervening in people's lives. It's really become authoritarian now, like your parents. And this is what the founding fathers did not want to happen. They did not want an authoritarian government. It might as well have gone back to being monolithic. Where there was king and queen. I mean, it's the same freaking thing. The king gives an order, and everyone has to follow. It's pretty much the same thing. We train that everything has to be fair. But life's not fair. I'm sorry to tell you this. Life isn't fair. If life was fair, and then we wouldn't be having problems, right? What would you have to work? You already have the power to vote. These Democrats lying to people, talking about some the Republicans trying to keep people from voting. You need an ID to get to do a lot of things. So why can't we get an ID? I don't understand this. I know I'm flip flopping the voter ID now. I ain't having really much to talk about feminism. It's like I try to avoid that topic. But you need ID for everything else. Why can't black people get IDs again? I'm sorry, because they're lazy. Somebody said, I remember a politician, wasn't a politician, said the black people were lazy because they didn't want to get no IDs. No, he was called a racist. Oh boy, he was called a racist. Well, let me ask you something. This same state, there's a reason why there's context here. What they don't tell you is that this same state gave them an opportunity to get free ID. A free freaking ID, and nobody did it. Pounced on this. They got an excuse on why they couldn't get these free IDs. I mean, really, it's time and it's excuses, 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 excuses. You only need 2 forms of ID to get an ID. It's not that freaking hard to get 2 forms of identification and proving your address. They're focused on like the minority of people, okay? Most of these people who don't have IDs can actually easily get IDs. They don't have a birth certificate, they can get one through online. I know it costs money, but it's worth the money to have your birth certificate. And to get Social Security, it's kind of free. You get 6 of those free a year. You go to Social Security and say, I need to get a replacement Social Security card. And then for your address, just wait for the freaking Social Security card come and use freaking that to prove your address. It's a government paper, so technically speaking, you can use that. The very thing you use to get your freaking other 2 identification you use to prove your address. And there you go, you got everything you need to get your freaking ID. And then you got everything you need to go vote. You have no excuse. You got 4 years to get this stuff ready. What is your excuse? 4 years you got full of excuses. That's all you got. Excuses. How many times I lost my ID and was able to get a new one very easily. And sometimes I lost my information and I was able to get it. So don't give me that crap about excuses you got, all the kind of dumbass excuses y'all got going on here. It's like nobody takes responsibility for their stupid. Get it together. That's all I got to say.